Reports say that Tesla wants to purchase Glencore, while Elon stated they're going into mining themselves. Join me in this video as we dive deeper into this topic. This is your host Otis, and you're watching Sustainable Truth. So first and foremost, let's do a quick recap of what is Glencore for those who are unaware, and how Tesla is connected to it. Glencore is a Swiss mining giant with more than 135,000 employees as of 2022. They produce and market a wide range of metals and minerals such as copper, cobalt, zinc, nickel, and ferroalloys. It is worth noting that Glencore is also involved in oil and coal fossil fuels, and has had some bad reputation in regard to its workforce practices. This will be important later in the video. Rumors about Tesla purchasing Glencore. The Financial Times recently reported that Tesla had talks with Glencore about taking a stake in the Swiss mining giant. It seems that Tesla and Glencore held some sort of discussion starting as early as last year. Discussions apparently continued until March this year, when Glencore's chief executive Gary Eagle visited Tesla's Fremont factory. According to the Financial Times, Tesla supposedly planned to buy a minority equity stake of 10 to 20% in Glencore, but both parties were unable to reach an agreement. Tesla had concerns over Glencore's coal mining business, which conflicted with EV manufacturers' environmental goals. Would Tesla consider such an investment? If so, why? Yes, Tesla might have considered this deal, as it would help them accelerate their materials capacity dramatically. However, I believe that Glencore and Tesla's company's mission and values does not align at all. After all, Glencore is still in fossil fuels industry. Even though Tesla is taking some supply of materials from Glencore, long term it does not make sense for Tesla to keep supporting this type of company. Therefore, they will pursue different options. Elon's statement. Elon stated that they will get into mining during Q3 earnings call. Also, that they will do whatever it takes to ramp up. Elon has posed the question many times: how do we scale the production to global levels and do it in a sustainable way? During the latest Elon's interview with Barron's, he clarified that they are not going to invest in Glencore, they're going to do it themselves. Going back to the sustainability part, as I mentioned, Elon said, quote, "How to do it in a sustainable way," end quote. It would make sense if Tesla combined the knowledge of Boring Company, digging tunnels, and their electric cars and semi-technologies. It would in fact be possible to electrify most of the mining operations. It's nothing new, to be honest. There are already electric mining trucks and machinery, so Tesla could do a combination of investing in those and also doing their own thing as well. The aftermath. When Tesla goes into mining, they will have more supply than every other automaker, as well as costs of their batteries will go down significantly. Let's dig deeper into this. Net profits for top mining companies are around 15% for the year 2022. And then refining the ore is another huge process as well. Let's look at nickel, for example, and its journey from mining into pure metal for consumption. This is a clip from Glencore. I'll try to make it as short as possible to show the steps involved. If you would like to watch the full video, I will include the link in the description.
The journey to nickel starts 80 kilometers south of the Arctic Ocean.
The end goal is to go from 1% of nickel to the final metal, which is 99.99% pure nickel.
We start from the surface portal, we take a local ramp down, we find the ore body, we truck it up, and then that would be fed into our jaw crusher. You get it to a certain size, and then that rock is fed into our concentrator, and then that essentially just crushes the rock into a smaller and smaller size. And then we float it out, we skim it off, the nickel sulfides, and then we dry it. When the milling process is finished, the amount of material that comes out is about an 18% concentrate of nickel. We ship it to Deception Bay, which is our deep sea port, about 100 kilometers north of Mine Raglan.
Deception Bay serves as the port, which helps us move the material from Raglan up until Sudbury.
The nickel concentrate is in a very small powdered form. It gets transferred to the ship through pipeline. And once we're fully loaded, we let go from Deception Bay. We run into heavy ice, and sometimes it takes days just to move miles. This is always a challenge, but to get up in the morning and be challenged every day, that's, it puts a little kick in your step.
The raglan concentrate comes to Quebec City. We unload it into rail cars, and we bring it to the Sudbury smelter.
In smelting, you're removing the sulfur from the material. You're also getting rid of some of the other materials that aren't so valuable, leaving behind more of the good things that we want to recover.
We have a furnace that operates at about 1380 degrees Celsius. The material gets dropped into the top, falls through and hits the top of the bath, and that's when that smelting process begins. Our final product that we generate looks like a black beach sand, now about 60% nickel, and about every 2 weeks we load a vessel destined for nickel work.
We take in the raw material coming from the smelters.
You can imagine a huge bathtub with two plates, one that's a cathode and one that's an anode. And you put power on this one, electricity, and you kind of pushes the nickel to the cathode. And this cathode would just keep on growing.
And in the end of 1 week's production time, we can harvest pure nickel.
Our nickel gets shipped out and sold to Glencore's customers all over the world and uses all kinds of different products.
So this is just the basics of one material, nickel, that's needed for the battery manufacturing. It's a huge undertaking and a long-lived old industry. It's exciting to think what developments Tesla would bring into it. The reason I added this video is that I believe it's valuable for a retail investor that has stock or is thinking about investing in an automotive company like Tesla. I am not affiliated with Glencore in any way. I choose them just as an example that gives you the basics to understand what kind of undertaking the company is taking on and the direction it's heading. It's a less fancy industry to look into, but nonetheless it's very important for a company that grows 50% year over year of their EV deliveries. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this emerging new business within Tesla. Are they just a car company after all? Guys, thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoy, hit like and subscribe. It helps YouTube promote this content. I want to provide value to as many as I can, so this helps a lot. Any thoughts or feedback would be much appreciated in the comments below. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.